My first encounter with Booker T was in 2020. I was 23 and I had the honor of speaking at the 100-year gala. After all the speeches and the videos, the DJ hit play and the energy came alive. I'll never forget it. Marquise, a former staff member, said, "Jazzy, come dance." I was shy, but something inside me said, "Girl, get up." I was in the middle of going through a phase trying to find myself again, and I felt like I was shedding layers of doubt and fear, and it was so freeing. In that moment, Marquise saw me, not just for who I was, but for who I was becoming. I'm a San Francisco girl through and through, Frisco flower child. Born to a big, chaotic, but deeply loving family. My mom had me when she was just 15 years old, so I grew up in my grandparents' house as the fourth sibling in a way. As a kid, I was bold, outspoken, and full of fire, an independent thinker with an open heart. My mom was so young, but at the time I didn't understand. Sometimes I get upset with her, like, why can't you make a decision? Why grandma always gotta do it? And at school, other kids' parents would pick them up, and I felt like, where's my mom and dad? Middle school hit, and I started rebelling. I thought I knew everything. I made bad choices, ran away, and got into fights. In sixth grade, all the little things led to one big thing. I had a major meltdown one day at school, and I threw food everywhere and broke a TV. I was a kid and extremely angry, but something I'm not proud of. I was expelled from the district, and from ages 12 to 17, I was in and out of juvenile hall, and I learned to navigate this system at a very young age. I was shuffled from group home to group home, always fighting to protect myself. Every time I got in trouble, I was sent farther. Sacramento, Fresno, Apple Valley, Wyoming, in Arizona. At a treatment center on the top of a mountain in the desert is where my mindset began to change. 130 girls deep in a peer-led culture, I started to look inward for the first time. I aged out of the system, came back to San Francisco, and got an internship at the Young Women's Freedom Center, working with past executive director Ophelia Williams. And may you rest in peace, Ophi. I know you're proud. At 19, I found out I was pregnant with my son, JJ. I was scared and unsure. But when I got my first apartment in the complex at Booker T, I felt a deep sense of relief. It was my space, my own space. I felt like for the first time in my life, I had a chance to get it right. Despite this blessing, I was in an abusive relationship, trying to hold it all together. I took a job with Booker T as a COVID liaison during the pandemic, but I was arrested after a fight on March 31st and woke up in jail on April Fool's, and it wasn't a joke. I had 2 assault charges and a CPS case. I got home to a notice that I'd been fired. So flashbacks of my childhood ran through my mind. JJ was only 3 and I couldn't lose him. It was no way my son was gonna go through the system like I did. The fact that I still had my housing allowed me to keep going. And later that year, something incredible happened. Shakira started as the new ED, and I emailed her. We met in her office, and I was transparent, and I said, I've been through these programs, I've been doing this type of work, and I'm ready this time. I know she's seen my passion because she gave me a chance. This lady had a lot of grace because people don't just do that. And in my head, I said, I'm gonna do my goddamn best for real. That was my tipping point. Everything I've been through, the fights, the struggles, the mistakes, was a cry for help. What I needed was a space where I could grow, and Booker T provided that space for me. as a young adult, first with housing, then with a job. Stability is the first step to healing. At Booker T, no one points the finger at you. No one says you've messed up or sends you far away. Instead, we pull people close, lift them up, feed them good, and push them forward on their journey. That rebellious spirit that once got me into trouble, today I use it to my advantage, and I'm an advocate for others. I don't take no for an answer. I'm creative and extremely persistent. Lately, I've been organizing housing navigation focus groups at Booker T. I've gotten families housed and into therapy, enrolled them in childcare and school, and even delivered food to people's doorsteps when they're sick. I am that connection to the answer that they've been looking for, guiding people to turn their passion and ideas into something real. And when they get it, I can hear it in their voice. It's a brighter smile, a quickened spirit, a little bit more pep in their step. That's what you call Black joy. This place is healing and it's magic, and I'm standing on the shoulders of those who came before me. The torch has been passed to me, and I'm proud to be a part of it. It's divine intervention that I'm literally fighting for others while fighting for my own life. And my relationship with JJ is blossoming. I am breaking the cycle. I am raising a strong, healthy, young Black man who will be ready to navigate society. From here, I want to start my own business. I've done some of the footwork, and I know I have a community to back me up when I'm ready for it. And Shakira, thank you for believing in me. You came with a strong vision to uplift, stabilize, and rejuvenate our community. And 3 years later, this vision is real life, changing real lives. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Love you, too. And shout out to all the amazing Booker T staff. Hey. This work isn't easy, but y'all show up every day. So love y'all. And Grandma, thank you for being here today. Your constant conversations and prayer to the Lord on my behalf, your love, your strength, your unwavering faith in me have carried me through it all. You have not left my side once. So I appreciate you and I love you with all my heart. Finally, I want to thank God and everyone here. Thank you for supporting Booker T. With your help, Booker T is in bloom.